This is Pastor Rob, and I just wanted to put out a quick video just talking about what's going on. Right now, there are National Guardsmen that were called up that are going to Philadelphia, and right now they're in King of Prussia and Norristown. There are riots that are happening in New York City and all over the place. And so what's the genesis of all this? Well, George Floyd this week was killed by being pinned down with a knee to the neck by an officer in Minnesota. And there were 3 other officers standing by, and it was caught on videotape. You know, Will Smith, the actor and the rapper, said it best. You know, racism isn't new. It's now just being photographed. And so it's something that we need to deal with as a society, but I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about theology. You know, every human being is created in the image of God, and we as believers are supposed to be so tied up with the sanctity of life. It's supposed to be paramount. And so when someone passes away, whether being aborted from the womb or being killed in a nursing home or being killed on the street by law enforcement, we're supposed to take notice, and we are supposed to care about those things. And I'm sorry, I understand that it's not completely like the Boston Tea Party, because there we were dumping tea that we were going to be taxed on instead of being given the opportunity to make money. But you know, it is a lot like that when you think about the attitude of what's going on. You know, people are revolting, people are rioting, but you know what? You can replace a refrigerator, you can't replace a human life. And so don't put those two things in the same category, that 2 wrongs don't make a right, because one is an absolute, just a reflection of not caring about life, and one is a criminal pursuit of property. And so we can have the debate about whether protesting should turn into looting. It shouldn't happen, but man, life is way more important than that. And so let's not equate the 2 things. Someone died when they didn't have to. Someone else won't get their day in court because they were killed by a police officer. This is a systemic problem. I can give you all the stats. I'm not saying all police officers are bad, but there is a problem, and we need to address it. And as a church, we need to pray not only for the peace of our city, but we pray that just as it is in heaven, that it would be in Phoenixville, it would be in Philly, that it would be in Norristown, and it would be in King of Prussia, where young men of color don't have to be concerned about walking down the street. Imagine the conversations right now that are happening at home with black dads talking to their kids about how they respond to officers. And you know, I'm a light-skinned Puerto Rican. I don't feel it as much as my dark-skinned African-American brothers and sisters, but I stand in solidarity with life. Life.